Thanks so much. It's really nice you guys clap at the beginning here, just in case it doesn't happen at the end. I'm also really impressed that I moved that so well. It's never happened like that before. I'm kind of getting over the shock. Anyways, so I went to the GP recently, not because I was having some health issues, but because my GP's really fit. Why else would you go? Anyway, so he asked me, so why are you having trouble sleeping? That's the reason I went. And I was like, I'm quite anxious. And he's like, why are you anxious? And I was like, just worried about money, life, health, everything really, as you do. And he's like, classic. Out-of-work actor, classic. And so I called my mom. This mic keeps going in and out. I think it's off now. I tried that. That's okay. I'm an out-of-work actor. I know how to project. Maybe I'm an in-work actor now. This voice is rusty. No, so I called my mom, and I was like, the GP said maybe I should see someone, like, for being anxious, that maybe I should talk to someone. And she just goes, well, did they give you a prescription of any kind? Just curious. Because, in the States, people just like to prescribe you things for drugs, for everything. It's kind of like Oprah, you get drugs, you get drugs, you get drugs, everyone gets drugs. You were wondering how Trump got to where he's gotten. It's because everyone's just doped up on happy pills. There's like a wall in front of the eyes, or around the ears, basically. About now is when I do a joke about being from Florida. Awkward. The joke typically goes, I'm from Florida. Crazy. And if you don't know anything about Florida, it can basically be divided into two different sections, because you have North Florida, which is actually more like southern Georgia, with a lot of old white men and their guns. And then you've got South Florida, which is full of young white men, tourists, more young white men, and their guns. However, I didn't factor in the closet homosexual religious extremists and their guns. Damn it. A little awkward. It's fine, I can say it, I'm from there. Also, it is okay, because in the face of tragedy, we have, the shining beacon of hope, our Governor Rick Scott, who, when asked what everyone could do to help, he asked everyone to just pray. Just pray. And God, he is right. I have prayed every day. I pray that he loses his fucking job. I pray that Hillary gets elected. Or at least somebody that's not crazy. Maybe. I don't know. I pray that they change the Second Amendment. Please, dear God, we pray all the time. On another note, as you've noticed, we do have this great reality show going on called the 2016 presidential election. I fucked that one up by saying it. It's almost as funny as the reality show over here called Brexit. Polls come in on that one tomorrow. Oh gosh, they really do. Sorry, maybe that was too awkward. Anyways, have I gotten the 1 minute yet? Oh, that's where it is. Great, okay. I'll end on a lighter note, a bit of an observation. I was wearing a nice new shirt the other day, and someone came up to me and said, "Hey, I like your shirt." And my immediate response was, "Thanks, I got it for £5." Notice how, had I gotten the shirt for £60 to £100, and they had said, "Hey, I like your shirt," I would have been like, "Thanks." Not said anything about how much it cost me, because we like to claim our poorness. We like to be proud of it and share, like, "Yeah, girl, I know you're poor too. You go get one as well, £5, and while you're at it, get this skirt as well. Not that I'm wearing a skirt, but get these skirts." I'll leave you with that one. Thanks, I've been Nikki.